So the Gemara, Ayin Beis Amid Aleph from the top. Tanya, Rabbi Yosef Glili Omer, B'chim Yibnei Shachazet, Tartimer Basa V'Shasachat Silug Yain Hayitalki Amar Torah Yatzal Beizin Lisakel. Going along these lines, it makes no sense that Lamaisa we should kill him just for eating meat and drinking wine. Ella, it must be, like we were saying, Higia Torah L'Sov Daito Shal Ben Sorah Remorah. The reason that we're killing him is not because of what he's doing now, but because of what he's going to do later. Shasof Migmar Nichse Aviv Mvakesh Lemudo. At the end of the day, he's going to use up all of his father's possessions, and then he's going to want to do that which he has become accustomed to do. He's not going to have any money. He's going to come to start stealing money and ultimately come to kill somebody so that he can feed his addiction. Therefore, Amar Torah Yamazaka V'Yamaz. Therefore, it's better that he dies before he commits the sins, so that he shouldn't die when he's chayiv. Like we said yesterday, when a Rasha dies, it's good for them and it's good for the world. The mice, it's good for them because they stop sinning, and it's good for the world because you take the Rasha out of the world. As opposed to v'let tzadikim ralahem v'rala olam. V'ayet tzadik, it's bad for them and bad for the world because they stop learning Torah and they stop protecting the world. Just to review what we said yesterday, the Gemara says the same thing. It's not good to sleep and yayin for tzaddikim, but it's good for Rishayim, keeps him out of trouble. Sheket Rishayim Ralam V'Rala Olam V'Lat Tzaddikim and Alam V'Nala Olam. Sheket, quiet, is bad for Rishayim and bad for the world because they have time to make up bad plans. For tzaddikim, it's good they can learn Torah and protect the world. Pizul Rishayim and Alam V'Nala Olam V'Lat Tzaddikim Ralam V'Rala Olam. It's better for Rishayim to be spread out so that they don't get together and make up all these bad plans, but it's better for tzaddikim to be together so that they can learn Torah and share Chidushim. Zok the Mishnah. We're going to discuss the case in the Torah of Hababa-machteres. Baba-machteres means if somebody breaks into your house, tunnels into your house, and you see him, you can blow away his brains. However, Lamaisa, in Canadian law, I don't think that that's the truth. I think in Canadian law, if somebody breaks into your house and you kill them, you will go to jail. But in the Torah law, Hababa-machteres, if somebody breaks into your house, you can do with them as you please. So Zak the Gemara, what happens if they break something along the way? Hababa-machteres nidon al shem selfo. So to Hababa-machteres, he hasn't done anything when he broke into your house. He broke into your house, but he hasn't done anything that he's chayiv misa for. But Lamaisa, we're going to say he's chayiv misa, and you could kill him because we know that at the end of the day, he's going to kill you when you stand up to him for taking your stuff. Therefore, you kill him before he has a chance to kill you. Let's say he breaks into your house, and in the process, he breaks your stuff at the front hallway. Im yesh lo damim chayav, im ein lo damim patr. Now it's confusing. Damim does not mean money here. Damim means blood. Im yesh lo damim, which means he has his blood, which means you cannot kill him. There's a certain cases, we'll see in the Gemara, where you're not allowed to kill him. Where's that? Where a father breaks into his son's house. Because we assume that at the end of the day, the father will not kill the son when push comes to shove, right? What are we worried about? We're worried about when the robber breaks in. Then if the balabais doesn't give him what he wants, the robber is going to kill the balabais. Therefore, the balabais can kill the robber. We're not worried that a father, when push comes to shove, if the son says, I'm not giving you my stuff, we're not worried that a father would ever kill his son. As we'll see, unfortunately, we're worried that if a son breaks into his father's house, we are worried that the son will kill the father. But the father will not kill the son. Therefore, the son cannot kill the father. Therefore, yesh lo damim. That's what it means throughout the day. That the father has his dam, he owns his blood, i.e., he's not considered to be a dead man. Therefore, if the father breaks something on the way in, he's chayav. If anybody else who breaks into your house breaks something on the way in, they're pater. Im ein lo damim pater. Why would that be? So think about it for a second. If somebody breaks into your house, as soon as they break into your house, they are chayav misa. Not mi beit-din, but chayav misa from you. You have a right to blow them away. Therefore what? At the time that they break something, they're really chayav two things. They're chayav for breaking the thing, but they're also chayav for misa, for breaking in. Therefore, when you have two chiyum that come together, what do we say? Kimle b'derabamine. The guy, unfortunately, found a loophole in the system, and therefore, since he broke something, now, Lamaisa, if he has his brains blown away, it doesn't matter. But Lamaisa, if he would break into your house, break something, and then get away, he's not going to have to pay you for the chavis, because again, at the time that the chiyuv for breaking the thing happened, at the end of the day, he was also chayiv misa at that very moment, and therefore, kimle b'derabamine, he will not be chayiv to pay for the chavis. Beautiful. Says the Gemara, Amar Rava, Kishmak Svara. Amar Rava, my time at the Machteres. Why are you allowed to blow the guy away? Chazaka and Adamam in Atzma Mamona, because it's chazaka that the balabayis is not just going to let you take his stuff. V'haimei Amar, and the burglar says he has lina kaile apei v'lo shavikle. If the guy stands up in front of me and doesn't let me, be kaile apei chatinale, I'm going to kill him. Since we know that ultimately it's going to lead to you not giving him your money, and when you don't give him your money, he's going to try to kill you. Therefore, you can kill him before it gets to that point. Amar Rav. Rav comes and says that we just spoke about breaking the kalim. By breaking the kalim, assuming it's a regular person who breaks your kelim, he's patur because at the end of the day, kimle b'derabim minei. Let's say he doesn't break your kelim. Let's say he goes ahead and he takes the kelim out of the house. So you can argue two ways. Either taking it out of the house is like breaking it, or taking it out of the house, now he Lamaisa has it in his possession and he's chayiv to return it. Says the Gemara, Amar Rav, Machlokes Rav and Rava. Amar Rav, Abab Mataris Manata Kelim V'Yatza Pater. He's still pater, even if he takes it to his house, my time, but Bedamim Kananeu. Because again, at the time that he took the item, Lamaisa, it's the same time that he was chayiv Misa. Therefore, even though it's still in his house, and therefore it's still around, it's not broken, it's in his house, Lamaisa, he was koned. Yes, he found a loophole in the system, but Lamaisa, he was koned when he was chayiv Misa, and therefore it's his. Says Rava, Mistaber Milse de Rabbi Shashiber. I understand what Rav's talking about when he's Shiber. Did less new because it's no longer here. Aval not alo, but if he takes it to his house, ridiculous. If he takes it to his house, he wasn't kone it when he was chayiv misa. Lamaisa, he took it to his house. Now it's a pikadon that's low, and Lamaisa, he would have to give it back.
I understood it to mean that the person who kills him is pater, not that he's chayiv misa. But obviously, I'm wrong.
I'm not going to say you're wrong, but what do you understand?
I thought it was the person who kills him is pater.
No. No, we're talking about this whole discussion here. Person who kills him is pater for sure. What we're talking about now is whether the person who's a gazlan is chayav for breaking and or taking things at the same time. We're saying he's pater for breaking things. A regular Baba Maktaris is pater for breaking things because at the time that he broke it, he's also chayav misa. We could only give him one punishment. We give him the chayav misa. If he happens to get away, doesn't matter. He broke the stuff. He's pater at that point. The question now becomes: let's say he took the stuff and now he's still alive. So he was chayiv misa at the time that he took it. So really, he wasn't chayiv for taking it. But the question is now that lamaisa it's ba'olam and it's in his house, does he have to give it back? Rav says, of course, he doesn't have to give it back because he was konet. Says Rabba, ridiculous. What do you mean he was konet? When he broke it, I understand. At the time that he broke it, he was also chayiv misa. But now, if you tell me he has it in his house, he has that guy's stuff in his house. He needs to give it back to him. Says the Gemara, v'alohim amarav.
I think he was saying there might be a difference between chayiv misa and potter from killing him. And he said he was just thinking that it was just potter from killing him, but not necessarily chayiv misa, whether it's the same thing. Isn't that what you were saying? Yeah, that's
the guy is chayiv misa. That means in general, if the guy is not chayiv misa. That means beit-din's not going to kill him. It's just that the guy, the owner of the house, has a right to kill him. If he doesn't kill him, we don't kill him afterwards. If I break into your house and then you don't kill me and I get away, I don't get killed. It's not that I'm chayiv misa. It's that if you kill me while I'm in your house, then you're going to be pater for killing me. You have a right to kill me. That's what the Gemara is saying. But we're not talking about, again, we're not talking about, that's already pasha to the Gemara. We're talking about now, when you break something or you take something, you have to give it back. Breaking it, pater. Again, we're dealing with a regular case. Forget about the father breaking it. That's a separate case. That's a case of yeshul damim. Regular case, you break something, you're pater. However, if you take it, so now Rav says you're still pater, you could keep it. The Maisi, you found a loophole in the system. Rav says, ridiculous. You have his stuff in your possession. Says the Gemara, but Rav says that even if you take it, you get to keep it. And his proof is that in the case of the father, where he takes the item and he's then asked whether he's chayav, alma b'shusei kaimeh, hachanam b'shusei kaimeh. We see from the father, if the father would take the item, if a father breaks the item, he's chayav. And if he takes it to his house, and even if he's honest in his house, he's chayav. What do we see over here? We see that when the father breaks into the house and takes an item, it's as if it goes into his rishus. So too, when I take the item, it's as if I went into my rishus. Lamaisa, you could have killed me and you didn't, too bad. But it's as if it went into my rishus. Now I own it, therefore I don't have to give it back to you. Viloi says the Gemara, ridiculous. Kiokimna rachmana b'shusei l'inyan onsin aval inyan makne b'shusei d'marayu kaime midid aveh shoel. It's not that when he takes it to his house it becomes his. It's that we consider it to be his in the sense that he's going to be chayav for onsin. What does that mean? When I'm watching your stuff and something happens to it, if I'm a regular shomer and there's onus, I'm not chayav. I'm chayav only if it's considered to be mine. When I borrow something from you, not a shomer, a shoel, I'm chayav for onsin. Why? Not that it's mine, but because the Maisa, we're treating it in halacha as if you gave it to me. Not that I'm watching it for you. If I'm watching it for you in its onus, what do you want me to do? But if it's as if it's in my rishus, without it being in my rishus, I'm chayav for onsin. So to over here, when we say that you're going to be chayav, when the father's going to be chayav for taking it to the house for onsin, it's not that the father acquired it. That the father is watching it pikadon, but l'maisa we're treating him as if he's going to be chayav for onsin, as if he acquired it. So it's over here, when the guy takes it from the guy's house, it's not that he acquires it for himself. It's that we're going to say that it's as if he's watching it for the guy, that if something happens, he's going to be chayav onsin. But l'maisa, since it doesn't belong to him, he has to give it back if it's still there. If he broke it, he broke it. He found a loophole in the system. But if it's actually in his house, then he has to give it back. That's the way that Rava says. That's the machlokes Rav and Rava. Rav says you can keep it. Rava says ridiculous, you got to give it back. Tanan says the Mishnah, we'll make a diak from our Mishnah. Bab Maktar Shiva Tzachava Yeshul Dam Chayav Ein Lo Dam Pater. What does that imply? Taima Deshiber Dechi Ein Lo Dam Pater. That implies you don't have to give it back. You're only pater if you broke it in the house. What does that imply? Hanatalo, that if you take it, you have to give it back. Who's that like? That's like Rava. Who adin afilu natal nami? No. Rav will say to you, no. Even if you take it, you can keep it. Don't make the diuk that if you take it, you have to give it back. Make the diuk that what? It says shavar zachav is kamashon dechiyesh lo dam b'mafagav deshiber nami chayav. The chiddush in the Mishnah is not that if you take it, then you can't keep it. You're allowed to keep it. The chiddush is that if you break it, if the father breaks it when he breaks into his son's house, he needs to pay. That's the chiddush, because you would think that Lamaisa, if the father breaks into the son's house, even though the son can't kill him, Lamaisa, he doesn't need to pay. Says the Gemara, he needs to pay. Says the Gemara, ridiculous. Pshita maziku. What's the chiddush that the father needs to pay if he breaks something? If the son can't kill him, then at the end of the day, if the father breaks something, he's a mazik. He needs to pay. Says the Gemara, kamashon dafilu shelo b'kavana. Gemara teaches us that the chiddush here is that it's that if the father breaks something shelo b'kavana, he needs to pay. My kamashlan, what's that? That's not a chiddush either. Adam mu'al la'olam. As we see, Tanina, Adam mu'al la'olam, ben shogim, ben mezid, ben onis, ben biratzon. An Adam is mu'al la'olam. You can't tell me, Rav, that the chiddush of our Mishnah is that at the end of the day, if the father breaks something in the process, he's pater. But Lamaisa, you can make the diuk that what? That if he takes it home, he needs to give it back. Says the Gemara Kashya, to Kashya on Rav. Because again, the way that Rav is learning is that the chiddush of our Mishnah is that if the father breaks something in the process, he is chayiv to pay. That's not a chiddush. If yesh lo damim, if the son can't kill him, he's like any other person that breaks something, and he's going to be chayiv. Therefore, says the Gemara Kasha. Rashi points out it's not a tiyuft on Rav, because Rav could still say, okay, it's a shverazai, it's a shver Mishnah, which doesn't give us a big chiddush, but that's still what it's telling us. Rav will say ridiculous. That's not what the Mishnah teaches us. We already know that adam mu'al la'olam. Therefore, Rav says the chiddush of the Mishnah must be what? That if a guy who's ein lo damim, a regular guy who breaks in, steals something, he must give it back. Rav will say no. If a regular guy steals something, he doesn't have to give it back. And the chiddush of the Mishnah is that if a father steals something and he breaks it, he's going to be chayiv. That's the machlokes Rav and Rava. Says with the Gemara, beautiful ending. Masiv Rav Bibi Bar Abaye. Well, not yet. Masiv Rav Bibi Bar Abaye. Rav Bibi Bar Abaye asks a kasha. We'll see who it's a kasha on. Again, Rav says a regular person who breaks in and takes the stuff doesn't need to give it back. Rava says he needs to give it back. Masiv Rav Bibi Bar Abaye hagonev kis b'Shabbos chayav shorinis chayav b'gneva kodem sheyavol lidei yisur Shabbos. If I steal something from you on Shabbos and then I take it outside of the Eruv, so am I chayav for the thing or not? Well, you say kim le'b'drabim. No, you don't. Because when I stole it, I'm chayav for Geneva. When I bring it outside the Erev, I'm chayav for Skila. So the Geneva came before the Skila. Therefore, at the end of the day, Lemaisa, I'm chayav for the Geneva and then for the Skila. Hayemegar v'yotze pata shari iser Geneva iser Skila b'an kecha. But if I roll it out of the Erev, then at the time, I never picked it up. So I never acquired it. When do I acquire it? As soon as I put it from this Rishus into Rishus HaRabim, I acquire it with a Shinoi Rishus. At the very time that I acquire it, the very time that I steal it, I'm also what? Carrying it to Rishus HaRabim. Therefore, both things come at once. When both things come at once, I'm only going to be chayav for Misa and not for Geneva. But what do we see over here? We see over here, says Rashi, what do we see over here? We just said, I push this thing out. At the time that I push it out, I'm chayav for Geneva and for Hotzah. Lemaisa, I'm not going to have to go ahead and be chayav Geneva. What do you mean? The thing is still here. It's in this world. I didn't break it. So we should say, according to you, Rava, what should I have to do? I should have to give it back. You only say kim le'b'derabba minei when I can't give it back. But over here, if I can give it back, so we'll kill you, and you also have to give it back. Clearly, it's a proof, like Rav, that you get to keep the thing when both things happen at the same time. Says the Gemara, no, you're wrong, because you're reading it wrong. Einachanami, he doesn't have to give it back. V'hilchasa d'shadinu b'nara. No, the point is that he does have to give it back. Why doesn't he have to give it back here? Because when he pulled it out, when he pushed it into the river. So it's not here anymore. It's as if he was she-berit. And everybody agrees by she-berit, the guy doesn't have to pay. You want to bring a proof like what? You want to bring a proof like Rava. You want to bring a proof like Rav that you're pater from giving it back, you can keep it. Rava says, no, that's not a proof. He would have to give it back. Lamaisa, the Metzius in this case is that he pushed it into the river and it's no longer here. Says the Gemara, Rava, even though Rava holds what? You have to give it back. Rava was stolen from him rams, and now the guy b'machteres. Therefore, according to Rava, what the guy who stole from him would have to give it back to him. When the guy came to give it back, he didn't take it back. Why? Amar hoel v'nafik mipume de Rav. Beautiful. He says, since Rav says that the guy's allowed to keep it, I don't want it back. Now, it's not clear if Rava is paskening like Rav, or as we shown him say, maybe that Rava is just saying that he's giving kavod to Rav, but he still says, I argue with you, Rav, and lamais at the end of the day, if the guy has it. So it comes out again that if in the process, a regular person, not a father, a regular person goes out in the process and breaks something, everybody agrees he's pater. Because he broke it at the same exact time that he was chayiv misa, i.e. chayiv misa for the other Baal Bais to be able to kill him. If he took something and he wasn't killed, if he took something, then there's a machlokas. According to Rav, he's allowed to keep it because at the time that he took it, he was also chayiv misa, kimlev d'Rabbi minei is pater, and he found a loophole in the system. Says Rav, ridiculous. He's not allowed to keep it. It didn't go to Shinai Rishus. He got into his possession. He needs to give it back to the Baal Bais. Good? Okay. Tana Rabbanan. Ein lo damim zarcha shemesh alav. Now the Gemara is going to make the yukim. The pasuk says that im b'machtera dimatzei aganav yukav ames. Ein lo damim. If I kill you, then you have no damim. I'm not chayav. The next pasuk says im zarcha shemesh alav damim lo. If the sun shines, then damim lo. So the first part is going to learn ein lo damim zarcha shemesh, and the second part is going to learn im zarcha shemesh alav damim lo. What do we do here with the combination of the pasuk? The end of one pasuk and the beginning of the next pasuk. Ein lo damim. That means he has no blood. You can kill him. Im zarcha shemesh alav. V'chi hashemesh alav bilvad zarcha. Does the shemesh literally just shine on the robber? El im bar lecha. What does the psukim mean? Im bar lecha davar keshemesh she'ein lo shalom imach hargeu. We're clarifying now. If it's pasha to you that the guy will kill you, then you can kill him. V'im lav al targeu. But if you're not sure, if there's a suffix whether the guy who's baba machteres will kill you, you cannot kill him. You need to ask him first. Are you going to kill me? No. Okay, fine. Then I can't kill you. If he says yes, then you can kill him. Says the Gemara, Tanya Idach, we have another diuk from the next pasuk. Instead of reading the words before, read the same pasuk, Im zarcha shemesh alav, but then read the next words, damim lo. V'chi hashemesh alav, bilvad zarcha, does it just go on the guy, on the robber? No, ele im bar lecha geshemesh sheyesh lo shalom imchal targeu. If it's pasha to you that you have shalom with him, he's not going to kill you, then you can't kill him. V'im lav argeu, but as soon as there's a suffix, you're allowed to kill him. Says the Gemara, kasha stama stama. The first implies that if you're not sure, you can't kill him. The second diuk implies that if you're not sure, you're allowed to kill him. Says the Gemara, lo kashya, kan be'av ala ben, kan be'ben ala av. Rashi explains, by an av ala ben, we assume that if an av comes to the ben's house, then we assume that the father would never come to the point that he would kill his son. And therefore, if the father comes to the son's house, the son is never allowed to kill him unless he knows for sure that the father's going to kill him. B'safek, the son can't kill him because we assume that a father's going to have rachmanis at the end of the day, and when the son says, I have no money, the father's not going to kill him. Therefore, the son cannot kill him. But by a ben ala av, as we said, unfortunately, when a ben breaks into a father's house, if the father says he has no money, the son will kill him. Therefore, b'safek, if the father's not sure, he can kill him. And kal v'chomer, says Rashi, any other person. So it comes out if anybody breaks into your house, unless it's your father, you're allowed to blow his brains away. Zak the Gemara. Amarav. Kol da'asi aloi b'machtarasa katina le levar me Rav Chanina bar Shilo. Anybody breaks into my house, I'm going to kill, except for Rav Chanina bar Shilo. My time, but why is he not going to kill Rav Chanina bar Shilo? Eilima mishum de tzadiku. If he says because he was a tzadik, ka'asi b'machtarasa. If he breaks into your house, he ain't no tzadik anymore. Ela mishum de kimli b'gavai d'merachim alai kirachim alabein. The reason that I wouldn't kill him is because I know that he would never kill me. I'm positive that he would never kill me. And again, if you can say about somebody who breaks into your house, as funny as that sounds, that he would never kill you, then lamaisa, you have no right to kill him. Tani Rabbanan. Damim lo, bein b'chol bein b'shabes. Ein lo damim bein b'chol bein b'shabes. That means there are certain people you can kill bein b'chol bein b'shabes, like a regular person who breaks in, and certain people you can't kill, like your father, bein b'chol bein b'shabes. Well, what's the chiddush of each one? If you can kill him, why would you be able to kill him on Chol and not Shabbos? And if you can't kill him, why would Shabbos be any different? Bishlama ein lo damim. In the case where you're allowed to kill him, bein b'chol bein b'Shabbos, I need to teach me both. Why? Why do I have to need to teach it? Why? Why do you have to teach me Shabbos and Chol? Because during Chol, I understand that you'd be able to kill him when he breaks in. Maybe when he breaks in on Shabbos, you would think you're not allowed to kill him. Why? Because just like Beis Din doesn't kill people on Shabbos, you can't kill somebody who breaks into your house on Shabbos. Kamash Malan, crazy, breaks into your house on Shabbos. then Lamaisa you're allowed to kill him, or else everybody would just break in on Shabbos when you can't kill him. So that's the Chiddush, is that you have to tell me Chol and Shabbos so you can kill the guy regardless of even if he breaks in on Shabbos. Ela damim lo bein b'chol bein b'Shabbos. Hashta b'chol lo kalina le b'Shabbos mibai. If you tell me that a father you can't kill, so why do you have to tell me bein b'chol bein b'Shabbos? Tell me you can't kill a father who breaks into your house on Chol, and Kal v'chomer on Shabbos when you're not supposed to kill in general, you can't kill the father. Rav Sheshes, no, lo nitzucher lepakeach alav esagal. No, what do you need Shabbos for by a father? Because you're not allowed to kill a father. Lamaisa, what happens if a father breaks into your house and the wall falls on him? So you might think, well, it's Shabbos, I can't help him. No, says the Gemara, the Chiddush is that since Lamaisa, you're not allowed to kill him, since he's yesh lo damim, you have to save him. So the Chiddush comes out that if a person breaks into your house on Shabbos, you're allowed to kill him. But since you're allowed to kill him, if the wall falls on him, it's considered to be ein lo damim. Again, a person you're allowed to kill is considered like he has no blood. If a wall would fall on him when he's breaking into your house on Shabbos, you can't move the wall because it's muksa. That's what comes out. Yesh lo damim, if the father breaks in on Shabbos, since you can't kill him, if the wall falls on him, yesh lo damim, you're allowed to save him. But if another person breaks into your house on Shabbos, since the Maisa ein lo damim, you're allowed to kill him. If the wall falls on him, you can't pick up the debris because it's muksa and you can't save him. Zok the Gemara. Tana Rabbanan. Vihuka. You're allowed to go ahead. It says in B'machteres Matzei Aganav, Vihuka v'meis. Vihuka b'chol adam. Anybody's allowed to kill him. Now that's a chiddush. I would think that if he breaks into your house, as the Gemara is about to say, only the Baal Habayis is allowed to kill him. Because what was the whole reason you're allowed to kill him is because the Baal Habayis is going to say no, and when the Baal Habayis says no, then the Ganav is going to say yes, and then the Ganav is going to kill him. But if it's another person, the other person is not going to say no. When he says to the other person, give me the money in the house, he's going to say, sure, take all the money you want. So Lamaisa, you would think that another person cannot kill him. If the Baal Habayis has a friend over, the Baal Habayis needs to kill the Ganav. Vihuka, anybody can kill the Ganav. Vameis b'chol misa shata yachol miso. And not only are you allowed to kill him, you can kill him wherever you want. Bishlama vihuka b'chol adam mitzterech. I understand the chiddush vihuka, like I just told you. Sakadai dechamina Baal Habayis hu dekim lu dein adam midatzma al mamona valacher lo kamash mlan diro defu vafilu acher nami. The chiddush by vihuka that anybody could kill him is even though the friend of the Baal Habayis is not going to stand up to the guy and he's going to give him the money in there for the Baal Habayis, therefore the Ganav's not going to kill him. Lamaisa, once the guy breaks into a house, he's like a rodef, and since had the Baal Habayis been there, again, assuming the Baal Habayis not even there, had the Baal Habayis been there, the Baal Habayis would have killed him, and he would have killed the Baal Habayis. The guy's considered to be a rodef because the Baal Habayis might walk in, let's say, at any point, and therefore an acher can kill him as well. That's the chiddush of vihuka. What's the chiddush that you can kill him however you want to kill him? Ababa machteres. What's the chiddush there? Meirotzeach nafka. Just learn it from a rotzeach. The Tanya, it says by a rotzeach, mos yumas hamake rotzeachu. You're allowed to go ahead and you're allowed to kill a rotzeach. What's that talking about? That's talking about a goal hadam. Ein yala b'misa amurabo. Minayin shimata yachol amiso b'misa achsuva bo shatarasha l'misa b'chomita shato yachol amiso tamalomar mos yumas mikol makom. By a goel adam, an avenger of his relative's blood, he's allowed to go ahead and he's allowed to kill. It says most humas, he could kill the killer however he wants. Says the Gemara, therefore we should learn to over here as well that by a baba machteres you could kill him however you want. Says the Gemara, shani hasim, you can learn to here to amar kram most humas. Over there by the goel adam it says most humas, you could kill him however you want. Over here baba machteres, maybe you can't kill him however you want. Maybe you need to kill him in a very certain way. I don't know, sayif or whatever that way would be. Says Gemara, v'nigmar minei. Okay, so don't make the diuk of mos yumas, but learn. Just like by a goel adam, he can kill however he wants, to kill the guy that he's avenging the blood for. So to over here, the Baal Habayis can kill however he wants, the person who's breaking in. Says Gemara, no, mishum dahavi rotzeach, v'goel adam, shnei k'tzuim ba'in ke'echad, v'chol shnei k'tzuim ba'in ke'echad, ein malamdin. Gemara says a big chiddush. This is important. Again, when you learn daf yom, you always got to pull out the big things. There's a rule, shnei k'tzuim ba'in ke'echad, ein malamdin. That means by the goel adam, when a person is avenging death, it says mos yumas. You can kill him however you want. If it just said mos yumas by the goel adam, by one case, then you can say we can learn to other cases where you're allowed to kill somebody, you can kill them wherever you want. The problem is that it doesn't just say it by the goel adam. It says it by your rotzeach also. When you have a person who's about to kill somebody else, so he's a rotzeach, you're allowed to kill him before he kills somebody else. It also there says mos yumas, that you're allowed to kill him wherever you want. Once you have two places where the Torah tells most yumas you can kill however you want, you can't now say that you can learn to everywhere else. If you were going to learn to everywhere else, it would just give me one example and say from that one example you learn to everywhere else. But shnei ksuvim abayin ke'echad ein melamdin, you can't learn from two ksuvim, because if it's dafka telling you by two separate things, most yumas, that you can kill the guy wherever you want, it must be that it's dafka those two cases. Therefore, the Torah, by the case of Baba Machteres, needs to say vameis to tell me that this case also you can kill the guy however you need to kill him. So it comes out that in general, when you need to kill somebody, hopefully it doesn't happen too often, but when you need to kill somebody, lamaisa, you have to kill him in a very specific way. However, since the Torah specifically by a goel adam says mos yumas, by a rotzeach it says mos yumas, by the case of Baba Machteres it says vameis, from all three of those things we learn the same thing, that by goel adam, by the avenger of the blood, you can kill the guy however you need to kill him. When you see somebody about to kill somebody else, you can kill him however you want to kill him. And in this case of the Baba Machteres, if he's breaking into your house, even if you're not the balabayis from vihuka, you're allowed to kill him however you need to kill him.
By the goel adam, is anybody allowed to kill him?
Doesn't sound like it. Not 100% sure, but it sounds like dafka the goel adam is allowed to kill him.
No, it says that if he's not around, the beit-din can appoint somebody.
Maybe the beit-din can appoint, but I'm saying it sounds like over here you don't need to be appointed. Over here, if I'm hanging out with a bunch of friends and somebody brings into my house, any one of the big boys can go ahead and take care of him. Zak the Gemara, Amar Afuna, Katan harodef nitan latzilo benafsho. A katan who is rodef after somebody else, you're allowed to kill him. Now Rashi points out katan that's running after katan, but most of the Rishonim say it's a chiddush that it's even a katan, for sure a gadol, and it's not it doesn't matter who he's running after. So a katan or a gadol that's chasing somebody else to die, you're allowed to kill him. Kasaver rodef enot sarech hasra. What? What?
Yeah, you skipped down.
You skipped.
I skipped?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm running out of time. Okay, sorry. Tanu Rabbanan. Thank you. Machteres ainli ela machteres. Gago chater v'kafif from minayin. So machteres, it seems like it's saying, thank you, a guy who goes into your house and tunnels in, you can kill him. But if a guy breaks in through your front door, or he comes with a ladder onto your roof, you're not allowed to kill him. Tamalomar yimatzeh haganav mikol makom. However, you find the ganav, you're allowed to kill him. It doesn't have to dafka be that he tunneled in. Imkain matam aloma machteres. Why does he give the example that he tunneled in? First of all, misharov ganavim mitzuyim b'machteres. Interesting. Back in the day, not today, most of the time they would tunnel into the house. That was one way. Zok the Gemara Tanya idach. Another reason machteres in liela machteres gagu chatzer v'kafif from minayin tam aloma yimatzeh gana mikol makom. Imkain matam aloma machteres machteraso zohi atraso. And Rashi explains very interestingly that there's two reasons. It says machteres. Either machteres, it says that really we all agree. You could kill anybody who comes into your house no matter how they break in. The difference is that the first way of understanding, why does the dafka say machteres? Just because that's the most common way of breaking in. According to the second right, so why does it say machteres? Because there's a nafkamina, according to this, between how the guy breaks in. If he goes through all of the thing and he goes through the trouble of digging into your house, Lamaisa, there we assume that he's going to do anything in order to be able to get the money, and he'll kill you. Therefore, if he digs in, that's considered to be his hasra, and therefore if he breaks in through the digging, as soon as you see him, you can blow his head away. However, says the Gemara, according to this, if a guy breaks in through your front door or through the roof, since it wasn't as much work, Lamaisa, you can't kill him right away. You have to warn him. When he breaks in, you say, excuse me, sir, can you wait here a second? I got to go get two edim. You bring two edim and you say, okay, sir, you understand that if you steal from me, then I'm allowed to go at you. You hear, you're going to kill me. If I say no, yes, I'm going to kill you. Okay, now I can kill you. That's what the Gemara says. That's the chiddush. Obviously, it's not going to happen. But the chiddush is that above machteres, according to this, you can only kill the guy when he goes through. And again, halacha l'maisa would have to say exactly what that means. When he goes through certain means to be able to get into your house, exactly what that means. But the point is that if he has to work hard to get into your house, he's determined to kill you at any cost to get the money. Therefore, you can blow him away right away. If it's not so hard, if he walk through your front door, you would not be able to kill him because then he doesn't have a hasra. You'd have to warn him, and he'd have to agree to the warning before being able to kill him. That's what the Gemara here is saying. Zak the Gemara. Now we can continue. Okay, Amar Afuna. Katan harodef nitan latzilo benafsho. If a person chases after somebody else, whether it's a katan or a gadol, and whether he's chasing after katan or gadol, you can kill him. Kasav harodef ein sarech hasra loshna gadol v'loshna katan. Similar to the case of machteraso, we see that a rodef doesn't need hasra. We don't say when a guy's holding a gun in somebody else's house, wait, hold on a second, I need to go get two edim. No, if he's going to chase after somebody else to kill him, you can kill him no matter what. Eisir of chistel arfuna. The problem is, you see a case, Yatsa Rosh Nogin Bo, if nefesh mipnei nefesh. The halacha is that if a woman is giving birth and the baby is inside of her and it's causing her to die, then you're allowed to abort the baby. But as soon as the baby's head comes out, you're not allowed to abort the baby anymore, and even if it means that the wife is going to die. But the baby's a rodef, why can't you kill him? He doesn't need hasra, why can't you kill him? Seemingly, you're not allowed to kill a rodef without hasra, and since a baby's a baby, you can't have hasra. No, shani hasam de bishmaya karat file. No, in general, a rodef doesn't need hasra. But this baby, since it's all natural, it's happening from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, in that case you can't kill the baby. But a regular rodef you can kill even without warning. Name a Mesayele. Let's have a proof that you're allowed to kill a rodef even without hasra. Rodef shaya rodef achar chaver lahargo amar la. So you say to the rodef, sir, wait. Ra sheyisrael hu ben brisu batorah mashofech dama adam be'adam dama yishavech. Realize that you're about to kill a Jew and I'm going to kill you. Amar Torah hatzil dama shazeh b'dama shazeh. I'm allowed to kill you to save that guy. And the guy doesn't answer anything. What do you see over there? If the guy doesn't answer anything, you're still allowed to kill him. What do you clearly see? You don't need a full hasra. I tried warning you, but in order to have a real warning in general, when I warn you, you need to be warned, and then you need to say, I accept that warning. Not just, You need to say with your words, I accept that warning. So we see clearly over here, I'm just letting you know that he's a Jew, in case you cared. I'm letting you know that he's a Jew, and Lamais, at the end of the day, we see that I'm allowed to kill you even without hasra. That seems to be a proof for Rafuna that you can kill without hasra. Says the Gemara, you're right, but it's not a good proof, because Hahi, Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yehuda. That's within Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yehuda, who holds what? Titani, Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yehuda, Omer, Chavri, and Tzarech Hasra, Lefi Shalom, Nina Hasra, La'afka, Ben Shogeg, Ilmezid. There's two reasons why you'd have to give hasra. One reason is just to stop the guy in the heat of the moment to make sure that he thinks twice before he does what he's about to do. Another reason for asra is to make sure that the guy knows that it's asr to do it. That's two separate reasons. One is that even if he knows it's asr, you still warn him to keep him from the heat of the moment. The second one is that he might not know that it's asr. So Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yehuda says that the reason for asra is to make sure that somebody knows whether something's asr or not. It's not to stop him from the heat of the moment. Therefore, if you have somebody who's learned, he doesn't need hasra. Because at the end of the day, he knows what's right and what's wrong, and we don't stop somebody from the heat of the moment. So you're right. Within Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yehuda, where hasra is dafka to make sure that somebody knows that something is mutter and asr, if somebody knows that something is mutter and asr, he doesn't need hasra. But within the other opinion, that you need hasra because in the spur of the moment, in the heat of the moment, you need hasra, he would hold that what? That a rodef would need hasra as well. So you can't prove from this brisa that, a rodef you don't need to give hasra. Maybe that was only within that one opinion, they don't have to give anybody hasra. Kal v'chomer, rodef doesn't need hasra. But maybe, just maybe, it's not a proof against, but maybe, just maybe, Lamaisa, the other opinion would say no, a rodef needs hasra, because just like anybody needs hasra in the heat of the moment. Zak the Gemara, Tashma. So we haven't brought a proof yet. Rodef shay rodef acharei lahargo. Amar la reish Yisrael hu ben brisu v'atorah mashovek dam hadam be'adam demo yishapech. Imamar, if the guy who's about to kill somebody else says, Yodei anisha who can pater, if he says, I know that he's about to kill him, then he's pater. Alminas kenani yosa chayav. If it's alminas kenani yosa, then it's chayav. What does that imply? What does that imply? Pater Rashi. Kol kama delo amar alminas kenani yosa, she'ere galav ki dalfina ba'yabotkin yumas hameis hachiyater atzma lemisa. What does this imply? You see a guy about to kill somebody else. This brisa says, you go over to him and say, you know you're about to kill a Jew. If he says, I know what I'm about to do, that's not as if he's mekabel asra. He hasn't said, I'm doing it anyway. Therefore, he's pater from Misa, and you're not allowed to kill him. You're only allowed to kill him al menas kenani yoseh. If you say, you know you're about to kill a Jew, and he says, I am about to kill him, even though I know he's a Jew. Then he's been warned, and then you can kill him. What does that clearly imply? That you cannot kill a rotzeach unless you give him proper, adequate warning, and he accepts the warning. Says the Gemara, no, ridiculous. Of course you can kill a rotzeach without warning. So why in this case are they giving him warning? Why does it say you can only go ahead and kill him if you have warning? It's not talking about killing the rotzeach on the spot. It's talking about bringing him to beit-din later and killing him. Why? Says the Gemara, lo tzricha dekai betray ivrei dinara, lo matziat sule. He's on the other side of the river. We were talking about, if you see somebody about to kill somebody else, you can go ahead and kill him without hasra. Says the Gemara, that's fine. What are we talking about here where you're giving the guy hasra? It sounds ridiculous. Why are you giving him hasra? The case is where I'm with you on the other side of the river. Two edim are on that side of the river. In terms of giving hasra, there's nothing you can do at this point. I'm about to blow his brains away. Why do you give me hasra? You give me hasra so that after I go ahead and kill him, you'll be able to take me to beit-din and you'll be able to convict me of murder. Therefore, says the Gemara, If he's warned and he says, Al minash kein ani oseh, and then he goes ahead and kills him, then lemaisa, he'll be chayiv in beit-din, because then he had a real hasra. As opposed to if you warn him and he just says, okay, whatever, and he kills him, just like a regular case, forget about Rotzeach, a regular case where he's about to kill somebody, you'll warn him. If you don't have a proper warning, he can't get misas beit-din. Over here as well, that's what the Gemara is talking about. But if a regular guy is going over and about to shoot somebody and you're standing there, you can shoot him without hasra. This specific case of hasra is this special case where you're on the other side of the river. You can't prevent him from killing him, but you can prevent so that after the fact, he can go ahead and you can say he was warned, and now beit-din can go ahead and kill him. Finally, says the Gemara, Iba Yisema, Amalacha Rafuna. Rafuna will say to you, no. Rafuna said that you're allowed to kill a rodef. This implies you can't kill a rodef without hasra. Amalacha Rafuna, Ana de Amre, Kitana de Machteres, de Amar Machterasu, Zuhi Hateraso. Rafuna will say, the second Ikadamri, he said, no, maybe Rafuna will say, I agree. A rodef you can't necessarily kill. But over here, why are you allowed to kill the Baba Machteraso? Because by Baba Machteraso Zohi Ateraso. A Baba Machteres doesn't need Hasra, because by going in, he's determined to do whatever he needs to do. But Eina Chanami, maybe one would suggest that a regular case of Rodef, he would have to be warned in order to be able to kill him before you go ahead and shoot him down.